So Samsung has just announced their new foldable lineup, and it's got a new addition, and it's very interesting because it looks very similar to what we're expecting from Apple. Now, anyway, the phones are the new Z Flip 8, which is the newer version of the Flip 7. Seems to be lighter and more durable, I think. And then there's the Z Fold 8 Ultra, which used to be the Z Fold 7, but because there's a new phone in the middle of the lineup, this phone is now being called the Ultra. And it seems like a good phone. And the display, it has a bigger battery. It has a 5000 milliamp hour battery, I think, finally. And I think they're using some silicon carbon tech in this phone. And it has uh, a new display that's doesn't have that big of a crease. But honestly, when I look at it, I think the fact that it doesn't seem like it has more of a crease is because this phone now has the anti-reflective coating from the S26 Ultra, and because of that, the crease is less noticeable. And when you think about the fold and the crease, you usually see the crease when you put it up against a light and there's a reflection. That's when you notice it. And since the reflection is lower now, it probably seems like it doesn't have much of a crease anymore. Although at a certain angle, it does still feel like it has a similar crease to before. But visually, I guess that's good. Although I am wondering how it would feel like when you rub your finger against the display, because if once these folding phones are folded a few times, folded and unfolded, you usually start feeling the crease a little bit, even though it's not annoying or anything. But yeah, I guess it's somewhat of an improvement. And then there's the phone in the middle, the Z Fold 8, which is a new phone, and it has a design that looks very similar to what we're expecting from the Apple foldable phone. Now, this design looks more squarish, and it's a smaller phone, so I guess it's not that difficult to hold in the hand. Although, because the squarish design of the phone, it's not that ergonomic to use one-handed. But I feel like this phone, it has a purpose, and it kind of captures some of the core audience of the foldable users, because unfolded, the display is what is a 7 point something inch display. But because of the aspect ratio unfolded now, there's less bars on the top and bottom, and you're able to use more of the display in terms of a viewing experience. And when you think about it, it does make sense. I mean, the people who buy the foldable phones, they want a phone that can also be used as a smaller display to watch content on. And the Z Fold 7 and the previous phones, the aspect ratio, it never really fitted because there was so much screen real estate that was left unused because of the aspect ratio. But this one, honestly, it feels like it's more usable, and it's a better of a viewing experience. So because of that, this phone probably will be a bit of a success for people who just want to watch content, and they want a compact form factor. This will work. Although the cover screen, it is, to me, does seem a little compromised. And for the people who want both a phone and a big display, yeah, I don't think they're gonna be able to get it. It still feels like a compromise, because on the other hand, the Z Fold 8 Ultra folded, it seems like a normal phone, but unfolded, you get a bigger screen, but it's not usable. And this one, you get a bigger screen unfolded, that's usable, but folded, the form factor isn't that great. But I guess it would work. And considering where this thing is priced, it's priced in the middle, so it is the cheaper option. Although I guess everything's more expensive these days because of all the RAM stuff, this phone will work. And it's interesting to see this phone because the Apple foldable, it's probably gonna be this. And now that I'm seeing it, well, I'm wondering how well the Apple foldable will do. I mean, since it's an Apple product and it's affordable, there are going to be a lot of people who buy it. But in terms of usability, with that squarish form factor for the outer screen, I don't know. But it's cheaper, you get a bigger screen that's usable, and I guess you can adjust to using that squarish form factor. And honestly, I think this phone is going to be a big hit with older people who want to watch more content rather than just messaging everyone. Because if you think about it, apart if you're not doing a lot of messaging, a lot of chatting and all that, this is pretty usable. You get everything else with the phone. So for older people, yeah, I think this will probably be a good phone. Although the size, I feel like it needed to be bigger. Felt like they could have made a bigger phone. I mean, it's already not the best in terms of using one-handed, but they might as well have gone all the way and made it even bigger phone. Now, the cover screen I think is 5.5 inches or something. They could have gone and made it 6.5 or something and make it even bigger and give us the full tablet-like experience unfolded. That would have been awesome. And for the people who are obsessed with content, they would have been able to deal with it, the ergonomic issues. But yeah, it feels a little too small, and I'm guessing that the Apple foldable will probably be the same phone because Samsung is going to be supplying the displays for the folding iPhones. So yeah, I'm not expecting that thing to be bigger. It would be awesome if it was bigger. And then there's the crease. If Samsung's given the same display to Apple, I'm guessing the crease will also be the same. So yeah. Now after seeing this phone, I'm a little less excited about the folding iPhone, and maybe that's what Samsung wanted, to get the novelty factor before Apple did, so that we won't be so excited about the form factor. But yeah, the Z Fold 8 is probably the right folding phone that for most people to buy. And sure, there will be some people who want the multitasking experience with the hardcore performance with the Z Fold 8 Ultra. But for most people, this is the phone to get. And for the people who want to watch short videos, reels, YouTube shorts, all that stuff, the Z Fold 8 unfolded, and if you put it sideways, it does seem like it does kind of match the aspect ratio for those videos. You can watch those videos with the even bigger screen. So in terms of content, this is probably a pretty awesome phone. And yeah, I guess they kind of stole Apple's thunder here, but it is what it is. I mean, Samsung's making the displays. Well, they're gonna take advantage of that. So the Z Fold 8 seems like an awesome phone, and I can't wait to try it once they show up on showrooms and all that.